So we nip down to the town Pranburi, and every time we come to Hua Hin, we have to visit this town. There's a lot to offer in terms of the food scenes and activities to do. So we come to the Turtle Bay restaurant. I'll link in the description below. It's recommended by one of my family member for a really nice place to come to for breakfast and coffee. But we just stick with the breakfast story today. And they have homemade breads, jams, and a lot of eco-friendly products up for sale up front as well. And since we are in Khao Tao, part of Pranburi, a lot of the motifs at this hotel/resort, the hut and everything, it's in a turtle kind of motif with the outer shell. So that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, it's really nice, beautiful pond and garden. And our breakfasts have arrived. I went for the chorizo with scrambled egg and a homemade whole wheat toast. And also the guy said the flour, this is the butterfly pea flour, is edible as well. So that's really cool. So let's try that bread first actually, just to see what that is like, homemade bread. Nice and crunchy, nice and chewy, but not a lot of flavor in the bread. If they added more salt to develop more flavor, that would be quite nice. Let's try the chorizo and scrambled egg. The chorizo's got a really nice salty smokiness, and it seasons the scrambled egg, creamy scrambled egg beautifully. And you've got the sweet tomatoes, really nice and fresh. It's delicious. Good start to the day. They have their homemade mango jam as well, topped with a bit of white sesame. So I just want to give that jam a bit of a try. The mango jam's got like a sweet, almost like a nectar sweetness to it. Reminds me of a Thai dessert actually, this one. It's a little bit on the sweet side of things. Could do with a bit more acidity to cut into that sweetness. Okay, so another reason why we wanted to visit this restaurant is because of this little guy. There's one there, and there's a little baby turtles there as well. That's pretty cool. Ooh, and I found a salamander. Oh no, he just went in. They're just eating their morning glory right now. So everyone is staring at me right now as I take a picture of them. There's one that's literally moving. When you're in Pranburi, I highly recommend for you to check out Won Uttayan Pranburi. It's a national park with a 1 to 1.5 kilometer mangrove forest path loop, and it's absolutely free, where you can just walk through the mangrove forest and see the changes in landscape. It's so beautiful and captivating. And as you walk through the path, the tree changes to barren branches. Other highlight is when you walk along, make sure you check through the floor to see some of the crabs or the animals that are living on the mangrove forest. And sometimes you really have to look hard and stop and look really hard to see what there is. But there is signs in English that tells you what to expect in each of the stations along the mangrove path. Okay, so we come up on one of the watchtower that overlooks the entire mangrove forest there, and it's amazing the greeneries of the mangrove forest. And as you're walking along down below, you see some crabs scuttling about in the muds, and the walkway and everything is just really surreal and beautiful here. I think we're not that far in actually. It kind of still goes all the way back and round, and there's supposed to be a river in the back as well that we're going to pass in a minute. Really beautiful. But coming up to the watchtower, that's a bit sketchy because the gap between the steps is very far apart, and if you don't like height, that can be a bit sketchy, especially for me. I'm not a big fan of height. So going down, have to watch for the steps going down as well. But yeah, really nice and relaxing to get away from the city and just enjoying the greenery. Okay, we're heading back down, and you see what I mean about the narrow steps. Ah, scary, 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 very scary. Mind you, it's quite a drop. Look at that. Also, when you finish with the mangrove forest walk, make sure you walk a little way to Hat Prachuabkirikhan or Prachuabkirikhan beach. But what's really cool about this beach, it's a secluded private beach, and it's a really nice beach just to sit down and relax from the walk. Might be a good idea to even bring your own picnic and just sitting out on the beach enjoying the sea, the sound of the sea and the forest. I really recommend for you to check out this national park. Okay, we've come to a legendary place here in Pranburi. Pretty much when I was doing research, I was going to go to the one my dad recommended, but at first I was going to with my dad's recommendation. But a lot of research I've done recommend us to come to Kap Khao Ban Tayai right here in Pranburi, and it's a legendary place where two Tayai, grandma and granddad, cook together some local dishes, and it's a really lovely location set out in inside our home actually, and we got a little hut. So we ordered a bunch of dishes and just waiting for them to come right now. It's Saturday, so it's very busy. And the restaurant is known because there's only the grandma and granddad cooking the dishes. They even wrote out on the sign that says the food is going to take a while. So if you're in a hurry to go somewhere, or if you're really hungry, this is not the place for you, according to that sign. So patience is virtue. We ordered our food. We're probably going to get a few more stuff actually. We're still undecided on what we want to have. And yeah, just really waiting for the food to come. And the other cool thing, when you come to a Thai home, you know that you're in a local Thai home when they give out water in a metal bowl like this. This brings back a lot of nostalgia for me when I was a kid actually. I don't know, it's just like the water is a lot cooler once it's in this metal bowl somehow. It just kind of brings back memory of my childhood. And I have to scream a little bit because we're sitting right next to the entrance, and when the car comes in or the road, so I apologize for the noise in the background a little bit as well. Yay! Two of the dishes have arrived. We got the spiny lobster sauteed with lots and lots of garlic, and we've got the po khai dong, which is raw crab with the egg rolls inside, and that's served raw with a bunch of chili sauce, garlic, and chilies, sliced chilies. Let's get into the spiny lobster first. Spiny lobster. It's my first time trying the spiny lobster. I never had it before. Just, oh, look at that. Just comes out so easy. The nugget of spiny lobster. That looks yummy. White nugget. Just like shrimp, a lot meatier, and it's seasoned perfectly. It's nice and savory. It's delicious. Oh, and a bit of sweetness from the spiny lobster as well. And that garlic gives a really nice note. Let's try another one. Let's try out the meat. And gonna dip it into this chili sauce. Okay, going for it. Help me. I took in a lot of chili. It's okay. That chili dipping sauce. It's on the salty side of things. Normally it's kind of sour and sweet, but this one is on the salty side, which is quite nice actually. A nice change. I like it. It's a nice surprise. And the other thing I did mention is you see these plates. You only find these plates in local Thai homes. It's kind of like a metal plate with a little flower decorations, a bit of color thrown in there. Even the rice pot right here. Oop, there's some ants on there. This is a thin metal bowl as well. Pretty cool. You guys are not going to believe this. The size of the prawn is ridiculous. That's the size of my hand, and that's the size of the prawn. That's crazy. Well, to give you another idea, this is my head. That's the prawn. Whoa, that is huge. And yummy. Got a bit of oyster sauce, sweetness from the oyster sauce there. Really delicious. Okay. It's supposed to be a light lunch, but now it's a full-on feast. Let's get into it. So, let's go with the prawn story. This is Gung Pat Store, a recent favorite of mine. I had this with my wife when we were in the south, and I fell in love with it. Here's a sting bean. Now the fun fact about sting bean is it's really hard to find it in Chiang Mai fresh. So as soon as we're in the southern region, we have to get it. Oh, the prawn is crunchy. It's gonna be good. Look at that. The ultimate bite. Oh my god, the prawn is so sweet, so succulent, with a bit of that firm, crunchy texture. The sting bean is ever so fresh, and it's just got a lovely crunch. I mean, check this out. I love that texture contrast between the prawn and the sting bean. Delicious, and that sweet sauce.
Right.
Yes, please. This sweet, shrimpy sauce, that's delicious. Ooh, okay. And this is on the recommended menu, the deep fried pork belly. Look at the layers of fat and the meat underneath. That looks delicious. Let's get straight into it. Dip into the chili sauce. It's very hot, but as you bite into it, it releases that juicy fat from the pork, and that chili sauce just gives it a lovely sweetness and spiciness. Wow, that's good. Now we've got the stir-fried cabbage in a bit of fish sauce. Now this is a very simple looking dish, but it's deceptively simple, but to cook it right, it requires a finesse and skill. Let's try it. Ooh. Yep. The cabbage is still crunchy. It's got a lovely sweetness to it, contrasted with a sharp stir-fry sauce. It's really nice. Let's go in with the gang som, or the orange curry. This one, it comes with the cha om, kai jiao cha om, which is a climbing wattle omelette. There it is, the kai jiao cha om. And look at the size of that prawn. That is insane, the size of the prawn. So let's try the climbing wattle and the sour curry. Let's go in with some rice. Look at that. Right. Wow. Normally sour curry comes with a tinge of sweetness, which is a bit much for me. But here is, I love the savoriness, the spiciness of it is delicious. And that curry sauce is full of flavor. To get that creamy texture, they mince a bit of fish with the curry paste. Then, yes, it's really nice and creamy. Delicious. Let's try it with the prawns. Oh yes. The prawn is cooked to perfection, absolutely delicious. Sweet, succulent, and that curry sauce is getting a little bit hotter actually as I bite into it. That's delicious. I'm putting back some more pork. That's the pork. Super close up. Oh, yummy. That pork, so good. Okay, so the next dish is the raw crab with the eggs inside. I never had this dish before, but my wife, it's one of her favorite and she's the expert. So she's just given me a crash course on how to eat it. So let's get straight into it. So we grab our shell, we empty out a bit of the excess liquid. We come behind that with a generous dollop of the chili sauce. We mix the roux in and try to release as much of the eggs and the creamy goodness from the shell. It's gonna be a good one. Oh my god, it's like a scrambled egg almost. And then I go in with a ladleful of rice. It's gotta be hot rice. Cold rice is a no-no for this, according to the crab master, who's my wife. And then we just dump this onto the rice, making sure you get every bits and pieces. Right. So we've got it on the rice. We scoop it up like so and straight in. Wow, that's insane. The creaminess and the freshness of that crab egg. It's like it's basically like eating a really rich Gordon Ramsay scrambled egg. It's delicious. It's so yummy. Scrambled egg with a bit of seafood note, but it's not, you know, like blow your head off seafood note. It's just right. It's nice and creamy. Wow. Let's go in a little bit more of that. Right. Wow, there's no funkiness from the seafood taste at all. It's so fresh. Chased with a bit of garlic. Oh wow. I can't get over the creaminess of that crab. And the best is yet to come. See that? We dunk this into the chili sauce and we go right in. Getting the eggs, the flesh. It's so yummy. That's fantastic, that is. Wow, delicious food. Wow, the tissue's gone away. The freshness from the food and the ingredients they use, the flavor is absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah, well done, Grandma and Granddad. The food is absolutely spectacular. If one day you're watching this video, thank you so much. That was yummy lunch. We really enjoyed that. And we'll definitely come back again. Now, after that epic lunch, drop into Brown Cafe that was recommended by my dad. He tried to wallop me with a door. At this point, we were in absolute food coma, so we couldn't stuff anything else in. The cakes were really tempting, but Brown Cafe was highly recommended on many of the reviews for their excellent coffee. So we don't want to miss that, and we ordered some iced latte, and yeah, it's confirmed the coffee is brilliant. As we were coming back to our accommodation, I just want to check out the Khao Takia pier and the surrounding area. But as we got close to the pier, there was like a concert and also a food booth being set up right on the beach. And we saw on the advertisement that it was actually the last day of that event. However, we intended to stop at the Cicada Market later at night. And also we were quite full, but we didn't want to miss the chance. Took a little walk around to see what they have. Predominantly, there was quite a lot of 5-star hotels setting up booths at this event, and they were selling dishes like poke bowl, and the price was quite reasonable, 100 to 150 baht. Also, independent seller selling grilled chicken, som tam, pad thai. You name it, they have it here at this concert. The other thing is this little teddy bear, which is made entirely out of deep fried rice noodle and tamarind glaze. In Thai is called mee grob. It's a very rare dish dated back to King Rama V. In this case, it came in the form of a teddy bear. It's a first for me, and pretty sure that would be a very yummy teddy bear. Okay, so we're at the night market at Khao Takia. They have 2 night markets, the Cicada Market and the Tamarind Market. As far as I can see, the Cicada Market focuses quite a lot on the handicrafts, local handicrafts, and the Tamarind side of things, that focuses on the local food production. So we're going to check out the Cicada side first to see the local handicraft and check out what they have. Towards the end of the market, there was also a live concert as well. Now we come to the madness of it all, the food side, where the varieties of different types of food, the innovators, new dishes to explore and discover. There's also music in the background as well. But yeah, let's see if there's something new and exciting to take home. Okay, we did our round and we've settled on a few shops, but the first one is the roti, freshly made roti. Let's go put our orders in. Okay, so we're going for the roti cheese and the original roti with just get a condensed milk with no sugar on top. 2. We're going to take these home, by the way, because we still got left over from lunch. I was just going to eat that together. Okay, the hot dog station is calling me. I went for they have a varieties of sausages. I went for the bratwurst with an additional bun to take home. Okay, the roti is ready. This is the normal one. This is the cheese one.
ไม่ใช่ ไม่มีชีส
It's salty.
มันเป็นมาการีนไง
Oh, the margarine, that's why it's quite salty. Nice and crunchy. A little bit sweetness from the condensed milk. It's really nice, that roti.
แบบที่มีชีส
That's right, the one with the cheese. Okay, I did say we're going to take it back, but I'm tasting it as I go now. Here comes the cheese. You get a bit more of that salty, creamy, stretchy mozzarella cheese that goes perfectly with the roti dough. That's really nice, and they put a bit of condensed milk in there for added sweetness that goes really well with the saltiness. Okay, that was the Tamarind Market and the Cicada Market. We didn't get much food because we still got quite a lot left over from lunch. But right now we're just popping into Family Mart before we head into the accommodation. We just have to restock the water and amenities for the owner that kindly lent us the apartment for our stay here. So it's going to go in and restock up the apartment. Okay, so we're back at the apartment, and just one thing I didn't review, which is the hot dog. Now with the hot dog, they've given me the mustard as well. So just going to go in with the mustard. There's the hot dog. I got the bratwurst and the bun has been toasted. Let's try it. Now, out of all the sausages, the bratwurst is the leanest one, and from the naughty food I've been eating lately, I think the leaner the better here, really. So let's try it. Really nice and smoky. Very meaty. Yum. 75 baht for this. Really good value. And then for the rest of the dinner, we got the leftover from Grandma and Grandpa's restaurant. So thank you to Grandma and Grandpa again for providing us with lunch and dinner. We're going to tuck into that. And we're going to get into the Netflix series. Thank you very much for watching. And please remember to click subscribe to Don's Table. And I'll see you in the next video.